Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for your patience on our inaugural event. I see some people that hold conferences back there, Joe, saying, I told you. So apologies. Thanks for your patience. We're in this room because we had such a massive response that this room holds everybody. The other room doesn't. So again, thank you so much. The goal of this conference is to bring us all together, to learn from each other, and to share best practices and lessons learned. Sometimes we tend to be isolated in our thinking. It's my hope that you will all find something of use for your own planning, that you meet a few new people and service providers that can expand your own ecosystem. We're not going to solve all our issues in short time together, but we can expand our toolkits.
While the population of rural communities has remained relatively stable, it's not keeping pace with the global trend towards urbanization. Just 3 cities, Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver, now make up a whopping 35% of the national population.
It's been talked all across rural Ontario, rural Canada. It's the same thing. We all have the same problem. But it's time that we need to get this fixed. I think the conference here today, because I think it's really, really important. And I do believe that fiber is the best solution. I know we need towers. We need a lot of things to get our communities connected, and no community is the same. Everybody's unique in their own way, but it's how we can work together to help benefit.
Still serving the communities you were put there for by allowing others to overbuild in your space. Sorry, it's a tough one,
Good question.
It's policy.
Chad, you want to start?
Sure. Our approach has been to be as open as possible, and we kind of view it as, there's a fine balance between us not having a business case to run our network, but ultimately the goal is to get the services to our residents.
Well, we think that one of the most important opportunities for us to work on rural broadband issues in our particular area as we build major components of our network into that rural area is to work with partners. So we have different partnership opportunities. Sometimes we're co-building, sometimes we're swapping, sometimes we're enabling infrastructure that we know will be leased or used by a partner in the future, even though it may not be in the immediacy. And that's how we think we can move the yardsticks forward.
Because I've worked in rural and remote Northern Ontario for years in telecom, and my client base is here, and I've started noticing a trend that everybody says broadband is essential and broadband is needed, and then when you get down the next layer with municipalities or small providers, you realize we don't know why and what's needed and what's going on. So I decided to come together and bring close associates and peers and colleagues to create an ecosystem for these municipalities and First Nations to share information.